going on, everybody? Of course, my name is Blitzwinger, aka Max, and welcome back to another Fanboypotion video. And of course, today, ladies and gentlemen, we continue our road to payback. So far, it's been quite exciting. We had a stellar match last week between Goldust and, of course, Jimmy Uso. It was absolutely incredible. Thank you for the amazing response on that video. Of course, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to smash that like button right below the video. That really does help us out a ton. And with that being said, let us begin as we kick things off on Monday Night Raw. Now, of course, as always, Monday Night Raw is booked by me, then SmackDown is booked by the computer or the actual software. And we only play out the main events. So without further ado, let us begin. In the opening contest of the night, we saw Eric Rowan, very first time that he is performing on his own now that he has split off from Bray Wyatt. Pretty interesting here. Of course, a very different Eric Rowan. Not the same wrestling style that we've seen. A little bit more refined. Is that the right word? I'm not 100% certain. But a very impressive performance from Eric Rowan here tonight against a very game R-Truth. Then, in our next contest of the night, of course, Batista demanded a fair match. He wanted to show and impose his will and show that he can compete and defeat anybody on the WWE roster. So Triple H seeked out what he says is one of the most impressive competitors on the local scene. And we have the man known as Jobe. I wonder what that is a reference to. But tonight, of course, Batista actually ends up losing to Jobe after Bray Wyatt gets involved, manages to hit the Sister Abigail out of nowhere, and Mr. Jobe is able to get the 1, the 2, the 3 count on a very upset Dave Batista, of course, who after the match ends up absolutely decimating Jobe, driving him through the table and delivering a Batista bomb multiple times in the center of the ring. Next up after that, we see the Intercontinental Champion Luke Harper challenging his former comrade Bray Wyatt, his former leader, I would even venture to say, Bray Wyatt. This was a very aggressive, very physical contest between these two. A very interesting contest to watch indeed, but it was Bray Wyatt who walked out as the victor here tonight after vicious Sister Abigail into the top turnbuckle that was exposed, and it was Luke Harper who was pinned with his shoulders down for the 1, the 2, and the 3. And our co-main event of the evening, we've got some tag team action as John Cena and Seth Rollins managed to put their differences aside and wrestle on the same page against the Big Show, who was picked by Triple H actually, which was quite an interesting choice there. I believe Triple H thought that Seth wouldn't work with Big Show, wouldn't work with Cena. And that was very surprising after it was actually Seth Rollins who pinned the Big Show after the curb stomp. So that was a very interesting sort of events? No. A very interesting unfolding of events, I should say. Of course, we also saw Roman Reigns out of nowhere coming out to help the Big Show. He was very upset about his loss last week to Seth Rollins. He said it was an absolute fluke. He said it was working off ring rust, and he will prove himself tonight. However, it was Roman Reigns, even though he wasn't the man that was pinned, he was very close to tapping out to John Cena. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, in our main event of the evening, it will be Rob Van Dam versus Rusev in the submission contest for the United States Championship. Of course, Rusev, RVD, calling out Rusev multiple times on Twitter. Many people calling Rusev a coward. Many people calling Rusev a champion that does not fight, a champion that only takes on challenges very rarely. And after that, Rusev said, okay, I will accept a submission match if you want. Of course, that is a match that does favor highly Rusev. So I wonder why it is that he chose that contest. Quite surprising, isn't it? Not really. But I am very intrigued to see how this one goes. Of course, the United States title is on the line here tonight, and it will be Rusev and RVD trying to settle the score. My God, belly-to-belly suplex by Rusev. What's Rusev going for here? Rusev's got Rob Van Dam sending him to the outside already. I'm not sure what this is all about. Uh-oh.
These guys just can't stand each other under the ring.
Uh-oh. Look at this. Rob Van Dam. Noticing that Rusev was distracted. I think Rusev was a little too aggressive with his style here so far. And look at this now. Rusev tossing Rob Van Dam right into the guardrail here in front of us. Another big headbutt right to the back of the head from Rusev. And now Rusev again shifting his attention to the under the ring here. He's looking around trying to find a weapon. Doesn't seem like he sees anything he likes. Oh, and now Rob Van Dam with a nice kick and punch combination there. But now Rusev quickly able to counter and toss Rob Van Dam right across the ring. My God, I mean right across the outside here. And look at this. Rusev's got him. Nope. Counter from Rob. And Rob Van Dam sends him into the corner here. Oh, counter from Rusev though. And Rusev just sends Rob Van Dam right across the other side. My God, what an Irish whip here. Oh, now a counter from Rob Van Dam. Oh, and a counter from Rusev, and Rob Van Dam does not land well there. I have to admit, that wasn't a good landing for Rob Van Dam. And what's Rusev doing here? Uh-oh. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Rusev seems to have been interested in these steel steps. Oh, my God! What a knockout! What a knockout! Rusev wasn't interested in competing here tonight. I mean, this was a submission match. So, my God, Rusev just goes for the steel stairs right off the bat. And now you can see him just marching around the ring, screaming, "I'm the champion, I am the champion." My God. They just laid out Rob Van Dam. I mean, Rob Van Dam, technically speaking, won the match. It was by disqualification. But what just happened? I mean, I was expecting a nice, physical matchup similar to the one we saw at Extreme Rules, but instead, Rusev opts to grab the steel chair. I mean, we saw him looking for weapons earlier on. I was a little confused by the whole situation, but then we see Rusev just whacking Rob Van Dam right in the face with those steel stairs, knocking him out. I mean, Rob hasn't moved even after the show, and I mean, he needed to have medical assistance and everything. I'm not sure if Rob Van Dam will be able to compete, but the fact is, Rob Van Dam won and defeated Rusev by disqualification, but he did win. So I wonder, where does this really put us with the United States Championship? Where do we go next? Who is the next challenger? I'm not sure, to be quite honest. That being said, of course, welcome on to SmackDown, where in the opening contest of the night, we see Titus O'Neil in a very impressive victory. Of course, last week on SmackDown, Titus O'Neil did suffer a loss. I believe it was to R-Truth, I think. Tonight, we see a much more focused Titus O'Neil, a much more game Titus O'Neil, and he gets the Clash of the Titan, or the Titus, and the 1 to 2 to 3 goes, the victory goes to, of course, Titus O'Neil. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, of course, Tyson Kidd was very, very upset what was that? Tyson Kidd was very upset at the actions of William Regal as the GM on NXT. William Regal able to pull out his boots once again and was ready to compete here tonight, and it was Tyson Kidd who actually was defeated by William Regal after a little bit of an interference by Sami Zayn, which was a very, very interesting shift and turn of events. With that being said, we move on to the next contest of the night, which is between Dolph Ziggler and Goldust. Goldust, of course, very impressive last Friday night. SmackDown putting on an absolute stellar contest with Jimmy Uso. Very, very interesting match to watch. I sure did enjoy it. But tonight, it was Dolph Ziggler versus Goldust. And then out of nowhere comes out Luke Harper delivering a huge discus clothesline to Dolph Ziggler on the outside while the referee was distracted. Goldust didn't even see it coming. He slides out to the ring and basically just collects the victory from that point on. So that was definitely a bizarre occurrence, especially because we saw Dolph Ziggler push Luke Harper, but we also saw Luke Harper defeat Dolph Ziggler. So it's very interesting to see the champion attack the former challenger here in Dolph Ziggler. I think those two have some more history, or there's something more to their rivalry except for that title. But I guess only time will tell if we will get to find out. In our co-main event of the evening, once again, it is Big Show versus Cesaro in a rematch. Big Show, of course, demanding a rematch. Once again, this man has literally not been able to accept the fact that Cesaro is just a wrecking machine and has been able to walk through Big Show night in and night out. The fact is, I spoke to Cesaro and he said that Big Show is slowing him down. He said to me, now defeating the Big Show doesn't mean anything to him anymore. He said, I've done it so many times that I can't even count it on my two hands anymore. He said that the fact is this: there was a point in time when him defeating Big Show was very good for his career. Now, that point is no longer here. It makes no sense for him to compete against the Big Show any longer, which I found to be a very, very interesting comment from Cesaro. Tonight, once again, Big Show making a big error. Big error, that's what I meant to say, not big arrow. And of course, he gets whacked by a candlestick right across the face. Then the neutralizer from Cesaro, the 1, the 2, the 3, and Cesaro once again rolls on with the victory. After that, he did scream out Rusev's name, so that will be interesting to see how all of that unfolds. That being said, in our main event of the evening, you see, this is what happens when SmackDown gets booked like this, because you have Goldust versus Ziggler, and then Goldust competes again. That makes sense? Not really. So let's customize that match. All right, so in our main event of the evening, we are indeed going to have the WWE World Heavyweight Champion going up against one of the, I'm actually thinking, do I want to, I was thinking doing Reigns versus, that could be interesting, no? Reigns versus Cena? That sounds like a good match to me, right? Let's do it. My God, that's a pay-per-view main event right there, ladies and gents. That's a good match. Or should be a good match. Exciting, that's for sure. All right, so here we go. The two Superman are going to be going at it. We got Mr. Superman with the Superman punch. And then, of course, the internet Superman in John Cena. So this will be really, really interesting to see how this one goes. All right, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, it was Roman Reigns who came to the aid of the Big Show on Monday Night Raw. Now, Roman Reigns will have his chance to go one-on-one with John Cena. Imagine if Roman Reigns is able to pin the WWE World Heavyweight Champion John Cena here tonight. I mean, that would be a very, very, very big deal. John Cena being pinned by Roman Reigns will be a big, big feather in Roman Reigns' cap, and would certainly allow him to get back to a position that where he was before he left, of being one of the top up-and-coming dogs in the WWE. And look at this now, Cena with a big clothesline, and then the jawbreaker right away. John Cena stalking his prey here. These two contesting who is the more powerful athlete. Cena seems to have gotten the best of Roman so far. Nice right hand from Cena as well. Follows that up nicely there. Oh, Cena now with the fist press and the big right hands. A very physical WWE World Heavyweight Champion here tonight, of course. Cena is a little confused about the actions that Seth Rollins has been committing lately. Of course, we saw Seth Rollins help out John Cena and win cleanly. We saw John Cena in the pre-show on Raw saying that he fully expects Seth Rollins to walk away or walk out on Cena in that match, and he said that it was most likely going to be 3-on-1 instead of 2-on-2. Well, that wasn't the case. Seth Rollins competed fairly and was able to help John Cena secure the victory. In fact, he was the man that secured the victory that night after a curb stomp to the Big Show, which was very, very interesting to see. Once again, Cena wins, tosses Reigns into the ropes here, and then brings him right back in. John Cena, very physical, just not letting Roman breathe at all. But again, we also saw an encounter between Cena and Seth earlier on tonight. The two had a face-to-face stare down, and Cena told him, I don't know what it is that you're playing, but I know that you work with the Authority. The fact is, I'm expecting you to stab me in the back any moment now. So that was a very interesting moment, and we just saw Seth smile, turn his back, and walk away, which was quite an interesting little segment there. Of course, right after that, we see Roman Reigns walk into the shot, and that's when the challenge happened between Reigns and Cena, and then that's how we have come to this main event. John Cena accepting on the spot, a very angered John Cena. I don't know how good of a move this is for him, to be quite honest, because at the end of the day, John Cena needs to make sure not to get into a brawl with anybody at this point, because he is only a few short weeks away of wrestling the most impressive performer, if not, well, one of the most impressive performers on the roster, if not the most impressive one. At least in my opinion, I think he's done an amazing job so far, has Seth Rollins this year. Oh, nice neck breaker from Cena. Another cover, 1, 2, and Reigns kicks out. John Cena, what's he thinking here? Going for the right hand. And another one. And a kick. Uh-oh, counter though from Reigns, and now Reigns got him up. What's he going for here? Oh, nice. Nicely done, right into a submission hold. Very well executed there by Reigns. And now John Cena just able to counter that. Oh, but a counter from Reigns off of that as well. And again, right to the back. And again, think about this. John Cena suffers an injury in this match. That's going to be something that Seth Rollins exploits without a shadow of a doubt. He's a very, very crude and smart competitor. He will not let something like that just go on by. And look at this. Uh-oh. Now it's Reigns sending Cena into the corner. Oh, look at that Samoan drop from Roman Reigns. Beautifully done there by the powerhouse of the former Shield stable. My God, he is just driving Cena's head right through that canvas. I mean, look at this. Cena's in big trouble now. And now we see Reigns going for some. Cena tried to counter it a little early there. Oh, but now Cena with the Thesz press. Beautiful timing on that. And now Cena just trying to create a little bit of separation, just trying to breathe in, breathe out. You can see he's trying to recompose himself. And now the fans are getting behind him. We can hear that patented chant of "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks," but there's that clothesline by John Cena, the quick cover. 1, 2. And look at this now, Cena not letting Reigns get back up, lifting him back up instead, and then goes for the suplex. Beautifully done there. Roman Reigns again in trouble here again. Oh, powers right through. Again, Reigns showing that he's certainly a muscle, not a musclehead. He's a musclehead. No, he's a very powerful man and a very powerful athlete, able to kick out after very, very powerful maneuvers delivered by also an equally powerful man in John Cena. But so far, I have to give the edge to John Cena. I think he's done a little bit better of dictating the pace of the contest. But now, as soon as I say that, you can see Reigns being very, very smart about delivering and working on the back of John Cena. Oh, but look at this. Cena counters the Superman punch right into the attitude adjustment. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. Roman Reigns kicks out. And Cena can't believe it. And Cena can't believe it. And he's setting him up. He's setting him up for some big here. Oh, goes for the clothesline. Turns around. And now Roman Reigns has got him up and back into that throw again. Roman Reigns trying to slow down the pace of the match. The sequence of events there was a little too quick. I think Reigns just wanted to create a bit of a separation, a bit of a breathing room. Oh, but Cena with the counter. And now Cena turns him around. Drops him right on his head. John Cena. John Cena. What's he doing here? John Cena's setting him up. Setting him up for another one. Can he hit it again? Attitude adjustment number 2. Attitude adjusted for Roman Reigns. Dragging his body to the center of the ring. Uh-oh. What's he doing? He just looked straight at the camera and said, "Seth, this is you." Uh-oh. Oh my God. He's got him back up again. And another attitude adjustment to Roman Reigns. The cover. Hook of the leg. The 2. The 3. And the WWE World Heavyweight Champion secures a huge victory against Roman Reigns. There's that leg drop from the top rope. What a match between these two. Very physical. But once again, if you're Roman Reigns, you have got to be a very, 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 very upset man, because you are a guy that many have pinned to be the future of this company. Many behind the scenes have. Many of the fans have. And let's be honest, the last 3 weeks in Roman Reigns' life haven't looked very good. Since his return, lost to Seth Rollins, lost to John Cena and Seth Rollins in a tag team contest. And there is, ladies and gentlemen, the leader of the C Nation and the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, who will be facing Seth Rollins in just a mere few short weeks at Payback. That being said, of course, thank you guys so very much for watching this episode of WWE Universe Mode right here on the Fanboypotion channel. Of course, if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit that like button, share the videos with your family and friends, favorite the videos as well, and we indeed hope to see you folks here next time. Peace out. See you later, alligators.